I think there's two opposite assumptions. One is that our people would recognize a fake. A leader might say they'll know it's me. Everybody knows who Bill is when I call in. And then the second is that they won't ever recognize a fake. What really happens, and you see this in frauds, it's the time pressure. There's always a time pressure element that goes along with it that makes it a successful fraudulent interaction. The second assumption, a lot of people think it might only happen through email. They don't realize. I give one example of an extremely expensive multi-million-dollar transaction that happened because of a full video chat fake. So we'll see a lot more of those examples, but this one is just amazing how rich and collaborative it was, and what a high risk that was. And then other people might think, it hasn't really happened yet, it's not a priority yet, but you only discover this exposure. You're lucky if you get a near miss, right? Because that shows you, okay, this is a risk for our enterprise. You're likely to, sometimes you may not even discover exposure. There are people that are using AI agents for legitimate transactions. They have contact centers that are, someone's authenticated, and they're doing a whole transaction because they sent their personal assistant to do it and fooled the agent, and it was a legitimate, it wasn't a hostile transaction, but it's still an example of where people just don't know, and kind of a trust failure between systems because you think you're talking to someone who's real.